Long story short, a couple of days ago, my girlfriend of over 5 years ended things because she lost feelings. I wanted to work on things with her, but she didn't want to. I recently learned she developed feelings for a mutual friend, which is why she didn't want to work on things. Feels bad. I know the suggestion is to stop contact, but unfortunately, I'll run into her since we have a lot of mutual friends. Unless I want to completely avoid every gathering, it's going to happen, and she's still in the process of moving out, so there are logistical issues. I'm 40, and it's not as easy making friends or meeting people now as it once was. A lot of my friends are settling down, having kids, etc. How do I go about recovering from this? I'm terrified of not meeting anyone else to date, and as of now, I can't even think about dating others. Has anyone been through something similar? What did you do? Unfortunately, due to being laid off, I don't have the income to travel, which is common advice. Edit. I didn't think this would get that much attention. I really appreciate all of your comments and will read through them. I've been trying to keep busy, so haven't been online as much, but I really appreciate all your insight. Story 1. Feel it, heal it, and then, brother to brother, we have to move forward and better ourselves. Don't let it tear you down too much. My wife came out as a lesbian and left me for a woman after 8 years and 2 kids together. Hurts, man. Direct message me if you need anything. Story 2. Look at it like this, you got a 2-for-1 special. As a best friend, I would never pursue or accept advances from a friend's girlfriend. No way. It's my duty to report that and help my friend avoid emotional harm. In failing to do that, your friend has undermined your entire friendship and betrayed you. These are 2 people you should regard as rotten fruit in an otherwise healthy basket. You make the idea of limiting gatherings seem haunting. Spend time with yourself. Recover. Selectively hang out with people at places she's not. There really shouldn't be any running into her. 3 things not to do. 1. Don't get caught in the closure death spiral. In the world of humanity and emotion, logic doesn't always have a home. You have no need to seek what can't be found. Some general inquiry is necessary, but don't allow your mind to become stuck in endless thoughts. Eventually, that has to stop and settle. Don't make excuses. If your friend is with her, he's no longer your friend. If she developed feelings for him, there's probably fire where there's smoke. Don't bother with it. You're not a firefighter. Let it burn out. Don't go into detective mode. This is loosely related to the first point. You're not a detective. There are answers you're better off leaving unknown, and solving this case won't change the fact that you need to move on and heal. Constantly scrutinizing clues only delays the process. If you're laid off, energy needs a healthy place to focus. Keep yourself moving. The first priority is finding a new job. The more time you have to mull over this without pressing tasks to complete, the more chances you have of spiraling. Remember the metaphor of the spinning thoughts. Let go. It needs to reset and reach equilibrium. New experiences need to replace the old. Just as you wouldn't accept the return of a past problem, don't accept it if she comes back after this doesn't work. Story 3. Your problem was stolen, not your woman. Try therapy. Discover yourself again. Or maybe just disappear and live like Rapunzel in the woods. Story 4. You will hurt for a while, we are human. When I got out of a 7-year relationship a year and a half ago, I was at the lowest point in my life due to that and other circumstances. I joined the gym and worked on myself. I can truly say I have never been happier. You will bounce back, bro. Don't dwell on the past. Go hard in the present and work towards a better version of yourself. Your future self will look back and thank you. Story 5. Last year, almost a year ago to the day, my girlfriend left for my best friend. Took time to get over, but I just cut them both out. However, 2 weeks ago, I found out my new girlfriend was meeting up to make out with my brother. This one hurts a little more. Story 6. You accept that he was never your friend, or there would have been clear boundaries, and that the only good thing he did was take out the trash for you when he left with someone else. Story 7. First of all, forget that untrustworthy friend who tried to steal your girlfriend. Any man who does that is disloyal, and she will eventually do the same thing to him when she gets bored. Cut off all contact with her. Remove her from your life, block her number, and don't respond if she reaches out. Discard all pictures of her and begin the process of moving on. It's painful, but it's the only way to recover. Otherwise, you'll just delay things and dwell on what could have been, imagining that you'll get back together. It's over. Accept it, cry, and then start moving forward. Focus on self-improvement. Go to the gym and lift weights, eat healthily, take care of your appearance, and read self-help books. I suggest Way of the Superior Man by David Data. It's an excellent book that will help you in life and with dating. Time heals all wounds. There's no trick, just time and learning to love yourself again. The best revenge is success. You shouldn't seek revenge, but you'll achieve it indirectly when she sees how much you've improved after the breakup. Again, no contact is the best way to move on from someone. Set a goal for 30 days of no contact. If you achieve that, aim for 60 days, then 90. Take small steps. You can do 30 days. You've got this. The goal isn't revenge, but going no contact might upset her and make her wonder what's happening in your life. If you stay in contact with her, she'll continue to reach out occasionally to see if she still has you in her back pocket. When you respond, she will pull away again. The reason for no contact is your own sanity and to help you get over her. As a side effect, she might wonder if she made a mistake when you cut her out. Story 8. I'm willing to bet that others in this group knew about this. They knew what happened and are still okay hanging out with these two. No, I'd move on. If you think you can't meet anyone else to date, you have a terrible sense of self-worth. Like others have said, not the gym right now. Get a job. Don't be a broke, sad person with a likely dad bod. Be the healthy, employed, confident man who knows he'll find someone because he understands someone will want what he has. Go cry, have a few beers, and get to work. Story 9. If your friends still invite her out, knowing the backstory, I would remove them all from my life. Story 10. It sucks, but ultimately you'll probably see it as she did you a favor. Work on yourself a little, maybe talk to a therapist, and find something new to occupy your time, like learning an instrument or joining a pool league. After a while, once time heals some wounds, get back out there. I know everyone hears horror stories about online dating, but honestly, it's not that bad once you're a little older. I'd give the free versions a try for a month, and if it feels like you're being shown the same non-responsive people or not getting matches, pay for it for a month. I was shocked at how much better the paid experience was compared to the free experience. When people show you who they are, believe them. Only you can make yourself happy. Figure out what would make you happy that isn't dependent on other people, and then once you're ready, try meeting some people. My wife asked for a divorce 2 years ago. I never thought I'd get over it, but I joined some soccer leagues, saw a therapist, joined a band, and then in a few months, about 8, I started dating. I had some fun casual dates until I met my current girlfriend, and things have been going great since then. The point is, it'll be okay. The best way to get over the past is to work on making your future better. Story 11. Hey man, I can relate. Girlfriend of 4 years broke up with me. I was making progress getting over it, but now a few months later she's dating a new guy, and I'm still not over her, and it really sucks. I'm losing sleep and barely eating. I feel terrible. I don't have any advice, but hang in there, man. You're not alone. Story 12:1. You can have everything but not at the same time. I encourage you to relax and lean on your friends for support at this time. Try to minimize contact with your ex and the friend in a healthy way. Be cordial, but ultimately try not to speak to them or be near them in social situations. Prepare for the possibility that she may try to come back if things don't work out well with your mutual friend. She may also attempt to use you in other ways due to some character traits you may have overlooked during your time together. Also, be ready for any revelations about your relationship that may ultimately surprise you. Healing is not linear, so take it day by day. No one has it all figured out, and there is no concrete solution for going through this. Story 13. 1. Stop contact and don't dwell. 2. Get a job. Any job will do for now. 3. Work out properly and gain more self-confidence. 4. If you meet new people, consider them for friends, but don't force anything. 5. Find someone better once you are ready. Everything feels difficult and painful and you feel lost, I'm sure. This will pass. Trust me. This can be a new beginning, and your life can be vastly better a year from now than it was even a year ago. Just put in the effort now, especially if you don't feel like it. Future you will thank you for following my advice. Hang in there. Story 14. Bro, you're not going to hang out with these people anymore. Get a backbone. Thank God you didn't marry someone cruel enough to dump you for your friend. I'd rather have no friends than ever have to see snakes like that again. Story 15. Just know that the negative actions people do to you are not because of you. It's because they are negative people. Story 16. Job search is number 1. It will do wonders for your self-worth and give you something to focus on, along with some new connections. Then you need to pursue an interest that brings you into contact with people in real life, even if it's not something you're good at. Pick something that has a place where people engage in that activity. It might take a few tries to find something you really like, but it's important to find a community outside of work and your friend group. Also, consider going to the gym. Non-corporate, casual gyms are great socially. It's beneficial for mental health as well as physical health. Be consistent and talk to people you see there. Many people struggle with this. The people you see regularly, if they are stronger than you or doing an exercise you don't know well, ask for tips or ask them to spot you, then introduce yourself. You'll quickly form a great community. Job, gym, hobby, you'll have 3 new opportunities to find new friends. Don't neglect your spiritual life either. If you don't have one, find a practice that works for you. If you already practice, keep pursuing it and the community within. Story 17. A very similar thing happened to me about a year ago. My wife of 5 years left me for my best friend at the time. I tried working things out with her and even suggested marriage counseling, but she had already slept with him and had feelings for him. So what I personally did was take time to be sad. It lasted a lot longer than I was expecting. But after that, I moved on, got the divorce over with, and have pretty much stopped all contact with both of them. If I see them, I just ignore them or pretend I don't know them. Then I got myself back out there, started making friends, talking to women, currently interested in one, and living my life how I want. Story 18. First, get a job. Your dating prospects are 0 without one. Second, forget them. They are your friend group too, so do not stop hanging out with them. Who cares if she shows up with the guy? Yes, it will seem awkward, but everyone will understand. They are your friends. They will understand. Story 19. I know you cannot travel, but I think the best thing to do here is to fill yourself with as many new experiences as you can. Have a hobby you have been wanting to try? Do it. Visit a new park you have never been to or a new coffee shop. Anything that is not part of your normal routine. This is going to take time, possibly a long time, but eventually you will feel better. Story 20. I wouldn't be the one to leave friendly gatherings. They're the terrible friends, not you. Attend every gathering, and if they show up, just ignore them. Story 21. If she has lost feelings, she is a pretty fickle person. Count your blessings and be glad you dodged a bullet. Story 22. Man, I read this as girlfriend left me for a mutual fund, and I was like, wait, what? This must be interesting. I think I am reading too much investment content. Story 23. Are you rooted in your town, or are you open to applying for jobs in other cities? Sounds like you need a reset. Story 24. Both of these people did you a huge favor by showing you who they really are. It's okay for that to hurt, but trust the process and know that you'll be able to look back on this moment and realize that you dodged a bullet. Story 25. Write a story by hand on paper about destroying them and burying them deep in the desert, never to be seen again, or any other punishment you would like to impose. Express all the hate you have on the paper. Once you've done that, burn the paper to destroy the hate and realize you've released it from your system. Move on with your life because it's going to be better. Story 26. A person who went behind your back wasn't a friend. I'm sorry, my good man. It will take time to internalize that. A friend will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Story 27. I'm sorry for your situation. That must be hard, but 40 is still young. You need to love yourself because you deserve love. Story 28. You'll bounce back, friend. It'll hurt for a while, but there are many women who would love to meet someone like you. Be kind to yourself, don't give up, and in time you'll get back out there, and things will happen for you. I know this because the same thing happened to me, but I was 50. I'm now 56, in a happy relationship, and the most content I've ever been. Story 29. Thank them both. Bullet dodged. Move on with complete no contact, even with mutual friends. Those who matter will stay and understand. Those who don't were never truly friends. You will mourn, but do not stop doing the things you love. A helpful tip is to exercise and get into the gym. Therapy is worthwhile as well. I know you are laid off, but look for alternatives. I paid for my gym membership by selling things I no longer need. I may seem a bit aggressive, but it's the only way. For years ago, something similar happened to me, and now I am in the best moment of my life, in a new and better relationship with better friends and a better job. Is life telling you something, actually? You can't understand it now, but you will after some years. Oh, and if she did that to you, she will likely do it again to him sooner or later. Story 30. I know it's hard to think this way, but if the wrong person feels so good as to hurt this bad, imagine how amazing the right person will feel forever. Good luck to her, but we do not have the energy to care about her choices now. We are busy keeping an open mind and with the excitement of knowing that real love feels even better than the watered-down version you had. You got this. Let's be grateful that you didn't settle for the weak, diluted love she offered, and you're now going to experience love 2.0. Story 31. You deserve better, and you will find better. You are worthy of love and loyalty. Don't let her take away and destroy your ability to love others. Let your friends know what she did, and ask them not to bring her and the other friend around you. If they are truly your friends, they will respect that, and you won't have to completely start over in terms of friendship. Story 32. From experience, it takes years in therapy. My ex-wife cheated on me with a friend. They are married now. It no longer bothers me. Go to a therapist. Story 33. Unsolicited female advice. Consider joining a running club to meet new people. After my first major breakup with a similar story, I began running and met wonderful people. As for first aid, block her on all platforms, and if you meet mutual friends outside of the group, prioritize your well-being. Allow yourself to cry as much as needed. It's okay to hit rock bottom emotionally and then rebuild from there. Only confide in trusted individuals when discussing it. I'm sure you don't want to hear this, but she has the right to change her mind, just as you do. Try to see it from your perspective if the situation were reversed. Time will heal you. I promise that. My direct messages are open if you need to chat. Story 34. It's better at 5 years. Could have been 10 or 15 years. She showed her authentic self to you and left. Grieve. Use Bumble Best Friends forever. It's time for new friends. Find a counselor. It's like dating. You will meet some you don't like, and that's okay. Journal, meditate, and work out. Remember, you hold a lot of value. There are many lessons to be learned from the relationship. Learn them, and when you, not anyone else, are ready, start dating again. Identify your blind spots and focus on developing yourself. Make sure you are great at being with yourself, so the next person is just the icing on your delicious cake of life. Story 35. I'm just a little younger than you, but I understand the sentiment of your peers being in a different place. I'm going through a divorce, and most of my friends are married with families. So despite their incredible support, it's tough to relate. I don't know where you live, and some of this may sound obvious, but it has worked for me. Find active things to keep busy. Go to the gym, join a fitness class, or find a running club or cycling group. Do something. Where I live, there are many run clubs full of single, attractive people of all ages who are also looking for friends or more. Very social. Look up any meetups or Facebook groups in your area and see if there are any single groups creating events. Also, if you're able, go to therapy. I really recommend it for your own good, and you'll be surprised to learn about, while it's never the main point, women are often attracted to men who take their mental health seriously. Stay busy, distract yourself in healthy ways, and remember, This situation is like a tumor that has been removed. Don't see it as a terrible thing. You've had some cancer removed, and you're lucky this has occurred. Now it's up to you to follow post-op instructions to heal completely. Good luck. Story 36. Your mentality is holding you back. You can meet friends and partners at 60 and older. It's all up to you. Stop giving your ex the power over you and how you feel. Do you want to spend the rest of your days sobbing or make something of your life? Join group sessions, whether it's spinning, cycling, boxing, or book clubs. Story 37. Focus on whatever makes you feel good about yourself. The better you feel about yourself, the less you care about what others think. Story 38. Come to terms with it as best as you can. Do some self-healing, find a hobby, or start up an old one again if you can, and just focus on that. Easier said than done, but don't hurt yourself with what could I or what did I thoughts. It's not worth it, truly. Never too old to find someone. You can avoid the friends to not see her again, or if you happen to run into her again, just be the adult and keep interactions minimal. You'll figure it out, boss. I'm rooting for you. Story 39. Honestly, the best advice I'm going to give you is to better yourself first. Your mental health is more important than anything, especially right now. The first thing I would do is find another job, so you can keep yourself distracted or go outside and enjoy nature. The reason I say this is because usually when people experience a breakup or get their heart broken, they try to find someone else to fill that hole in their heart. Even if the person they find isn't right for them, they still try to make things work, which leads to more misery and depression. I've seen it a lot. Love comes when people aren't seeking it. It's human nature. It'll happen, trust me. But first, you've got to better yourself so you can be mentally stable. Things will heal, trust me. Story 40. Sorry for your loss, but honestly, you've got one less problem. Here are some tips you could try. 1. Exercise in a way that feels good for you. It will clear your mind every time you do it. If you go to a gym, you may meet new people who can help you move on. 2. Take a course or learn something in your field to keep your mind busy. The less free time you have, the less you will remember them. 3. Consider therapy, but be aware that it can be a long process. 4. At gatherings, try to organize and coordinate them. Explain to your friends that you respect their right to stay in contact, but you prefer to connect with them without those two. 5. If the previous suggestion doesn't work, you may need to change your group of friends. Consider joining groups that share your interests. There are many options out there. 6. Keep your family close. Visit your relatives and spend time with them. 7. Travel, but stay within your means. This will help clear your thoughts. 8. Set new goals and work towards them in small steps to make them achievable. Personally, I did steps 1, 4, 5, and 7, and my healing process was quite fast. Have a great day. Story 41. It's going to be hard, but move on and speak to other women. That's the only way you'll get over it. Go out with your friends and meet different women. Story 42. I'm a 43-year-old male. A similar thing happened to me in my late 20s. I didn't talk or confront either of them and stewed on the situation for a year, unable to relax during quiet moments. I was worried about bumping into them. Eventually, I decided to take action, picked up the phone, and called him. I confronted him and expressed what I thought. He actually wanted to be friends, and I declined. Afterward, I immediately felt relieved, and it never bothered me again. If you haven't talked to either of them, expressing your anger might be beneficial for you. Forget them. You owe them nothing, and they know it. Story 43. You dodged one, bro. Everyone is rightfully telling you to walk away and move on. Consider yourself lucky. He got the cheater. You got freedom. Just imagine how much more difficult walking away would be if you were married with a house, kids, and financial assets. Like I said, you dodged one. On the way out, give them both a high five. Story 44. Avoid seeking immediate comfort from drugs, alcohol, or fast food. Embrace the pain and use it to fuel you. It will come in waves, but you can choose to ride it or get defeated by it. Use this time to discover yourself and what you want out of life. Find what you love and work hard for it. Do it for yourself and no one else. Find a mantra to repeat to yourself every day and then apply it. I've been where you are. Pain stings, but it builds your strength. I did all of the above, and now I have control over my life. No one else can compromise my self-worth. Story 45. Be strong and keep going. This may have been a blessing in disguise for you and a turning point in your life. Look on the bright side and see how you saved potentially more time that would have been wasted with the wrong person. Now that the masks are off, you know if that person was a real friend or not, so that's another positive. You're still very young, and there are thousands of available women out there for you to meet. Don't let this bring you down, and there is no reason to be terrified. Keep exercising, sleep well, eat well, and take it one day at a time. Life is short, man. Story 46. And this is why you have a separate friend group. Now you either need to find new friends or hope they stop being friends with people who would pursue the girlfriend or boyfriend of their friends, or a boyfriend or girlfriend who leaves their partner for one of his friends. Story 47. Look, I know you understand this, but I'm going to say it to make my point. You didn't own her. Everyone is the pilot of their own lives and bodies. Your ex decided to give you 5 years of her time in life. It's unfortunate that she chose to guide her life toward a mutual friend, but be thankful for the time you both shared. She could have died instead of leaving you, and you'd still be in the same position you are now. However, she didn't die and can continue to walk this earth, giving you closure on that time in your life. You're 40, so you've obviously been around long enough to know how this world works. Time may not truly heal, but it helps us acknowledge the insignificance of past hardships and realize the gains over the losses. Are you moving on to find another girl? No, because you can't upgrade a human being. Are you moving on with your life and seeing what else is left? Yes. Story 48. 1. She has feelings for or is dating the mutual friend. It's more than likely that there is more to the story. It's also likely that people in your friend group knew about what was happening. Unreliable friend and ex-girlfriend. You are better off without them. Story 49. Your personal mental health is better than spending time with negative people. Their actions were immature, similar to what teenagers might do. I would bet there was cheating before the discovery. Be invisible. Have no contact with either of them, and live your best life for yourself. Try picking up a new hobby, like playing a musical instrument, which is a fantastic way to meet new people. Chance leads to small moments in life, and you never know what might happen tomorrow. Story 50. A friend I made, we got really close. A girl he dated for 6 months, maybe a year before I met him, and I got feelings and we dated for a year or two. It ruined my friendship with him. We made up years later, but I still regret it. Time heals all things, but you will find somebody better. Story 51. If you focus less on a relationship and more on yourself, such as getting back into work, and also getting into the gym to run or lift, I'd start there and then move into dating again. Story 52. The only thing you can do is live a better life and have a better relationship than they will have. At that point, it's up to your character if you enjoy her feeling bad about it and regretting it, or if you genuinely think she deserves the same relationship you have with someone else. Since she broke the golden rule, both paths are acceptable. Story 53. She left you to be with your friend and cut all contact. Tell your friends what happened and explain that anybody still in contact with her will be removed from your life for your well-being. If they are true friends, they will understand. If not, it's important to remove more negative influences from your life. Story 54. You need to plan your life and be proactive. Try to make a friend or two at work. If that's not possible, move on unless you're in a perfect position or stuck. Sign up for charity events and hobbies. Find one new spot where you feel comfortable and won't run into them. Take your time. It may take 2 years just to feel 90% normal. Don't count on your friends making space for you. Your ex and former friend will likely receive priority treatment since they are more likely to feel comfortable around your friends, hold their own social events, and probably feel comfortable around you. I suggest you try to make a comeback of sorts. Live your normal life and routine, and act stoic or indifferent. Never accept a normalization of the situation or an olive branch. Story 55. Work on getting back out there after an appropriate time to mourn the relationship and move on. You shouldn't have to avoid friends just because they're mutual. You need to get over your ex and not care about who she is or isn't with. I'm in a 23-year relationship, married for 18, and I barely ever think of my exes at this point. Find a way to spend time doing things that are positive for your mental health. Stay busy, keep occupied, do productive things, and find small and big wins when and where you can. I know everyone says this, but work on yourself. Go to the gym. Focus on hobbies, be selfish, and so on. Story 56. Oh boy. Expect the well to get poisoned pretty soon. If she is part of your circle of friends, then the gossip is probably already spreading. You need to find a way to hold on to your network of friends. That is going to be essential for you over the next few months, possibly years. There are a lot of other things you will be considering, like revamping your image, style, or wardrobe, but in my opinion, this is the most important thing. Hold on to your friends. Story 57. I know everyone is telling you to look at the bright side, and I know you might not want to hear it. So take time to feel hurt. It's okay to feel pain and grieve. This is how we cope with loss. That being said, you need to believe you deserve better. And truly believe it. Because when you accept that you deserve better, this will stop hurting. You'll probably be embarrassed that you were so hung up about it. Story 58. You need some real counseling and self-reflection, my friend. It appears that you have some real self-esteem issues that you have to work on. There are literally billions of women in the world, and they're everywhere. As long as you have your affairs in order, finding another one isn't hard at all. However, it requires you being a more self-assured person. If you're seriously worried about being envious of the other man when you see him with your ex, or feelings of sadness when seeing your ex with him or anyone else for that matter, it just means you don't value yourself as much as you should. I know it's easier said than done, but understand that you are worth it. You just have to find it in you to believe it. Wishing you the best of luck. Story 59. It's a great bit of bad luck. Just imagine the amount of trouble that you have avoided, and you will never look back. Story 60. In your 40s, friendships require more effort than in your 30s. If you don't work to maintain them, they can quickly turn into acquaintanceships. Are your mutual friends, with whom you risk meeting, working just as hard to maintain their friendship with you? In this situation, most of your peers will choose you or them. The rest are just acquaintances with baggage. Friends are rare, acquaintances are not. Be happy with the friendships you keep and use the energy from those you've let go to make new friendships. In my experience, the easiest way is to put effort into the acquaintanceships you have, in association with the true friend who maintained the friendship while the unimportant ones left on their own. Story 61. You dodged a bullet, you'll be fine. Enjoy being single. A relationship doesn't define you. I would remove them both from my life, not so much because what they did hurt you, but because pretending it doesn't hurt seeing them together is not good for your well-being. Story 62. 5 years is a long time to date in your 40s. Isn't it? Maybe she wanted a ring and got tired of waiting. Story 63. You are 40, and your social circle consists of people who don't see any issue with what just happened? That just adds insult to injury. Story 64. So, the thing is, you're probably the last of the friends to find out this was going on. It was likely brewing behind your back for some time. As much as it hurts, I would really try to find new friends and gradually distance yourself from that group of friends. Consider going to therapy. It honestly helps most of the time to have someone who doesn't know anyone involved and can just listen if nothing else. Getting a new job or returning to your last one will help a lot too. Idle hands do the devil's dirty work and give you too much time to dwell on unpleasant situations like this. Story 65. Choose compassion for them and cut them out. You dated this woman for 5 years from age 35 to 40 and didn't propose. Of course, she was going to end the relationship. The question was when, not if. Unless you both had a discussion about how marriage is not for you, she wanted a ring. While it is unfortunate that your friend started dating her, you need to reflect on why you didn't propose. You knew deep down that she wasn't your forever person. You have experience, and you definitely knew after a certain point, but you chose to continue the relationship, wasting her time. It does not take 5 years to realize this when you start dating at age 35. This might be her way of getting back at you for not proposing and wasting her time. If you dated someone like that for 5 years, That's another reason for you to self-reflect. But let's say she isn't that kind of person. This could be your friend trying to avoid the fear of being alone forever, similar to what you described in your post. They might be living in a small town, valuing taking a chance on finding their forever person over maintaining your friendship. They might genuinely believe they are meant to be together and would rather risk losing your friendship than face loneliness. Many people, especially when opportunities to meet new people are limited, and many who are alone remain so for a reason, might choose a potential forever partner over a not-so-close friend. Don't view yourself as the sole victim in this. Acknowledge that you have some responsibility in the situation. Don't see them as evil for trying to meet their needs with what's available to them. You don't need to torture yourself by being their best friend. But since you can't change what's happening, you might as well choose acceptance and compassion. Story 66. Look down and realize you have the greatest gift anyone can be granted in this world. 2 testicles. Go use them for what they're designed for. You made a trade-in. Update to a newer, younger model. Story 67. Going to sound bad, but if you have a car, women, liquor, and cocaine, you will remember you're the man real quick. Also, forget that mutual friend and anyone who associates with them. I was married for 10 years, and one day I got the same line. I'm still not right with it, but I have a great woman by my side now, less than 6 months later. It's better than before, and I cut off everyone who knew her and all contact. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Things will get better, friend. Keep going, you got this. Story 68. Brother been there, my best friend lived across the road too. Every morning seeing her car there. Every night when I got home, it was crushing. I missed his friendship more than losing a girlfriend. She ended up having an affair with his dad, so hardly a woman worth missing. Story 69. This stems from scarcity on both of their parts. You are better than this. Never talk to them again and focus on yourself and your own happiness. Story 70. You upset her mother or her father simply. Then you leave her or him heartbroken and alone, and move on. Story 71. I hope the rest of your friends would give him the boot because of this, then it wouldn't be a big deal at events. Story 72. I would sit back for a little bit. Don't torture yourself. Find the beauty in being single. Easier said than done sometimes. But joining that group to hang out is just unnecessary, even if it feels lonely for a moment. Throw yourself into something, a new hobby of some sort. The gym is a go-to for a lot of people anyways. Good luck. She did you a favor. Story 73. My ex-girlfriend, whom I was with for 4 years and lived with, had sex with a mutual friend. I asked my friend group to exclude him from meetups, and they said they would. At the first party I attended with them, my mutual friend was there. I cut contact with them after that. I don't regret it at all. It has been hard to make new friends, though, and I've picked up some mental struggles along the way, but I'm still fighting. The thing that affected me the most was having a very hard time letting my ex go mentally. It took about 3 to 4 years to stop thinking of her every week. It has been 6 years now, and I still think of her sometimes, but not in the same way. I did get a new girlfriend after about 1 year, and that helped a lot. Anyway, my advice is to talk to your friend group and ask where they stand with this. If they think it's acceptable behavior, you should cut them out of your life. See a therapist if you still feel you can't deal with this alone after a few weeks. Story 74. So she left you because you got laid off? When she comes back to you because things don't work out with the mutual friend, don't take her back. Story 75. What advice I would give one of my brothers? 1. Cry it all out. Talk about it to someone. Cry more. It'll help you move on. Join the gym and spend your free time there. It's affordable and will focus the pain physically. Maybe you'll even make a friend or two. Eventually, you'll feel better and notice you also look better. Life is tough sometimes, but you'll come out of it wiser and stronger. Story 76. Get your money up and get in the gym. No contact isn't a trick, but what you should be doing. Stop looking for excuses to have encounters and cut her off completely. Story 77. I had this happen when I was younger. This girl left me for my best friend. We almost let her ruin our friendship, but she eventually dumped him. He and I were on and off again as friends. I still see him occasionally. He's a mess and he's missing 10 teeth because he got addicted to meth. She married someone who doesn't look great. I'm honestly better off without them. It's tough, I know, but find something to take your stress out on. I used to play video games, but I started working out. Now I play video games, work out, and go out with real friends who supported me along my journey. You can do this, just keep your head up. You don't need her or him. You need real friends. Try to limit being alone as much as possible until you are feeling okay. Men tend to isolate a lot, and that just causes damage. It hurt a lot when I was isolated because I got addicted to unhealthy habits. I've broken that cycle, but occasionally it tries to creep back. Just find some good friends and live your life. Story 78. No contact for her. Forget friends. Overrated. Hit the gym, get strong. When you get a chance, research monk mode on YouTube. Story 79. Just walk away, man. If your friends understand the situation, they'll try to hang out with you without needing your ex and your friend to be there. If they don't want to accommodate the situation and think you're overreacting, were they really your friends to begin with? Regarding the current living situation, if the place is yours, you shouldn't hold back and just kick her out. Your previous living arrangements were based on the understanding that you were together for 5 years. You don't have to go out of your way to avoid making her feel bad. Be the person you need to be. Story 80. If she left you because she had feelings for another man after 5 years, then I'm surprised you didn't notice any warning signs about her before. If she's like that now, she was definitely like that during the 5 years you were together. But honestly, it's a good thing for you because you just got out of a relationship with a terrible woman. Now's your chance to find a truly good woman who wants to grow with you and be one with you. Story 81. Cut them both off. Get obsessed with the gym. Dive deeper into one of your hobbies. Know that it was nothing you did. Avoid the events they'll be at or attend them wholeheartedly and overcome that uncomfortable feeling inside, letting them be the awkward ones at the party. They've got each other, and you deserve friends too. Find your allies. Eventually, the hurt will go away. Story 82. Wish them luck and kindly excuse yourself from both of those relationships. Neither of them are people that you should ever call your friends again. Story 83. Damn, you got the 2-for-1 special. It's unfortunate, but this is also a blessing because clearly, your friend was not truly a friend. I know you said it's hard to leave that friend group, and I understand. My advice to you is to not acknowledge them if they're around at the same time. If they try to talk to you, short replies are your best option. How are you? Good. Did you watch that? No. Just be civil so they can't say, Cali dude is being a jerk. Story 84. Default is always self-improvement. Hit the gym, find new activities, hobbies, social groups, and volunteer. Story 85. Homie one out. Sorry, brother. Find a new job, I guess. Finders keepers, brother. Maybe if you apply to chief executive officer positions, you'll be able to get a private jet and surprise them. Story 86. I mean, she's allowed to go with what she thinks is the better option. You don't own her, and if it's a guy you both know, then it is what it is. But I wouldn't get down about it. Worry about the things you can control, not the things you can't. Story 87. Work on yourself. Earn more money. Improve your fitness, dress better, and cultivate better friendships. This is all your fault. Story 88. Honestly, I am vengeful, so if you know all about them, I would disrupt their lives and cause chaos. Complaints at their work through various fake profiles are very effective. False information makes the world go round. Then I would hire escorts daily for a month and go to the gym every day while focusing on making new relationships by engaging in events that I normally wouldn't. Stand-up comedy open mics, ecstatic dance, business networking events, and signing up to be a substitute at local leagues. Some people say the best revenge is being happy, and some say the best revenge is served cold. Sounds like you probably need to get a job first. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.